They tell you that power is evil. They whisper that ambition corrupts, that to reach too high is to fall like Icarus, burned by your own fire. But the truth is simpler, colder, and far less forgiving. Power is neither evil nor good. Power simply is, and in this world, you either wield it, or you are crushed by those who do. Think of the lion in the savannah. Do you pity the gazelle when its throat is torn open? Nature does not ask if the act is moral. Nature only asks, did the lion eat, or did it starve? That is the law beneath all laws, and Machiavelli, centuries ago, stripped away the illusions to reveal it. It is much safer to be feared than loved, if you cannot be both. Do you feel that chill run through you? That is the truth society hides from you. Every polite smile, every promise of fairness, every sermon about kindness. These are veils, and behind them lies the naked fact. The strong manipulate the weak, and the weak cling to the illusions of morality so they can survive their own helplessness. But you are not here for illusions. You are here because somewhere inside you burns that question. How do I rise above the herd? How do I seize power in a world designed to keep me tame? Listen closely, because once you hear this, you will never unhear it. The first lesson: appearances rule the world, not truth, not reality. Appearances. A king who seems weak is already dethroned, even if his army still fights for him. A man who seems poor is treated with contempt, even if he holds gold in hidden vaults. People do not see your truth. They see only your mask. And if you fail to craft that mask with precision, the world will craft it for you, and you will not like what it decides. That is why deception is not just a tactic. It is survival. But beware, deception is an art. A clumsy liar exposes himself. A desperate fraudster is soon unmasked. The genius understands balance. He seasons his lies with fragments of truth. He reveals small flaws to cloak greater sins. He sprinkles light into his darkness so that others mistake his shadows for honesty. Machiavelli wrote, "Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are." Engrave those words into your mind, because they are the foundation of your mask. Do not think this is mere history. Look around you. Politicians, celebrities, leaders, even the people closest to you. Do you really believe their smiles are real? Do you think their kindness is free? No. Every gesture is currency. Every word is a move in a game older than empires. And here is the harsh truth. If you refuse to play, you are not choosing morality. You are choosing defeat. Now the second lesson: control through fear and desire. Men are simple. They may hide behind books and philosophies, but strip them down and you will find the same strings: fear, greed, vanity, lust, pride. These are the levers by which they move. Learn to pull them, and you move armies without lifting a sword. Fail to pull them, and you will forever dance on someone else's strings. Ask yourself, what truly controls you? Think of the last time you hesitated, the last time you obeyed. Was it not fear of punishment, or the promise of reward? You are no different, and once you see this in yourself, you will see it in everyone. The genius does not rage against this truth. He exploits it. He feeds men their desires in small doses, while keeping them starving for more. He frightens them just enough to ensure obedience, but not so much that they rebel. He walks the razor's edge of fear and hope, and in that balance, he becomes untouchable. Remember, it is not enough to rule. You must rule the hearts of men, and hearts are ruled by shadows. The third lesson: Secrecy is your fortress. The deceiver's power rests not on his sword, but on his silence. To expose your plans is to invite destruction. To show your hand is to give away your throne. Secrets are the lifeblood of power. Lose them, and you bleed out. One uncovered lie can shatter a lifetime of illusions. One whisper exposed, and the deceiver is ruined. Unlike the ruler, he cannot enforce loyalty with fear. His empire rests on mist, a single gust of wind, and it dissolves. That is why you must guard your secrets more fiercely than your gold. Speak little, reveal less. Never let anyone believe they truly know you, because the moment they do, you are no longer a mystery. You are a target. This is the paradox: to appear open while remaining hidden, to seem transparent while concealing the depths of your ambition. Those who master this live like shadows, unseen, untouchable, unforgettable. And here, a warning. Do not mistake cleverness for mastery. The mediocre deceiver seeks only to trick others. The true genius deceiver tricks even himself. He wears his own mask so long that he begins to believe it, and in that belief, his deception becomes unbreakable. Now pause. Ask yourself, where in your life are you already deceiving? And more importantly, where are you being deceived? Because both are happening right now, whether you admit it or not. Do not think this philosophy belongs to distant princes or forgotten empires. It belongs to your office, your relationships, your friendships. Every environment is a battlefield of hidden moves, and if you do not see the game, you are not outside of it. You are simply losing it. Remember, people do not want truth. They want comfort. Give them what they crave, and they will kneel at your feet. Withhold it, and they will crucify you. Machiavelli once said, "The vulgar crowd always is taken by appearances, and the world consists chiefly of the vulgar." Think about that. Most of humanity will never see beyond the surface. They do not want to, and this is your advantage. If they live in illusions, then illusions will be your sword. So, here is what you must do. Craft your mask with care. Weave your words with balance. Learn to feed desire and wield fear like twin blades. Guard your secrets as though your life depends on them, because it does. And above all, never reveal the man behind the curtain. This is not cruelty. This is survival. The world does not reward honesty. It rewards mastery. And the one who masters appearances rules the fools who worship truth. Do not be naive. Do not be sentimental. Do not think for a moment that power will come to you by accident. Power is seized, shaped, carved out of the chaos by those ruthless enough to grasp it. The architects of confusion walk among us. They weave webs where the strong entangle themselves, and the weak never even see the threads. Yet here lies their downfall. Secrecy is always fragile. A single fracture can shatter their empire. But until that moment comes, their illusions are reality, and reality obeys them. So now I ask you, will you remain blind, feeding on the scraps of illusion, or will you step behind the curtain and take the strings into your own hands? The choice is yours, but remember, those who hesitate are already ruled, and the game does not wait. Power is a performance. It is theater, ritual, spectacle. And you, if you would rise above the crowd, you must become both actor and playwright. Because men do not follow truth. They follow stories. They follow symbols. They follow the illusion that whispers to their hearts, even as reality mocks them. Understand this. The human mind craves narrative. We build temples to myths. We raise flags over empty soil. We kneel before crowns forged of nothing but gold and imagination. The genius ruler knows this and bends it. He turns perception into chains. He does not argue for his power. He dramatizes it. He makes himself a character larger than life, until even his enemies cannot imagine a world without him. Think of the emperors of Rome. They were flesh and blood, no stronger than the men they ruled, but they clothed themselves in divine imagery. They were not merely rulers, they were gods in mortal form, and so legions bled for them, nations bowed before them, and history carved their names into eternity. That is the fourth lesson. Power must be staged. If you appear ordinary, you will be treated as ordinary. If you appear weak, you will be treated as weak. But if you appear inevitable, if you carry yourself as though destiny itself bends around you, then resistance crumbles before it even begins. Here is the paradox. The mask you wear must be believable enough to be trusted, but magnificent enough to inspire awe. Too much familiarity breeds contempt. Too much distance breeds rebellion. You must hover between the two, close enough to be admired, distant enough to be untouchable. This is not arrogance. This is strategy. A king who eats too often with his peasants ceases to be a king. A general who speaks too freely to his soldiers ceases to be feared. Intimacy destroys hierarchy. Keep them at arm's length, and they will worship the mystery. Machiavelli himself warned, "The vulgar crowd always is taken by appearances, and the world consists chiefly of the vulgar." Do you see? Rule the crowd's eyes, and you rule their souls. Now the fifth lesson, divide to dominate. Unity is dangerous. A unified people is a storm. A unified council is a rebellion waiting to strike. Never allow those beneath you to unite against you. Your strength lies not only in your sword, but in their division. Keep them quarreling. Keep them competing for your favor. Praise one, then another. Reward loyalty in whispers. Punish betrayal in silence. Never allow anyone to feel secure. The moment they feel secure, they cease to need you. Fear is a chain, but competition is the lock. Put men against one another, and they will never rise against you. They will waste their energy battling shadows while you remain untouchable. And here lies another truth. Men are not loyal to justice. They are loyal to advantage. As long as they believe you are their best path to survival, they will obey. The moment they believe otherwise, they will betray you without hesitation. Accept this now. Betrayal is not an exception. Betrayal is the natural law of politics. So prepare for it. Anticipate it. Expect daggers in the dark, not roses. And when betrayal comes, do not rage. Do not mourn. Strike swiftly, strike decisively, and strike in such a way that no one forgets. A betrayal unanswered is an invitation for another. A betrayal punished with ruthless precision becomes a legend. Do not confuse mercy with weakness. Mercy is only a weapon when it serves fear. Mercy without fear is suicide. Now the sixth lesson, fortune favors the bold, but abandons the careless. Machiavelli wrote, "Fortune is a woman, and it is necessary, if you wish to master her, to conquer her by force." What does this mean? It means that power does not come to the cautious. Power does not bow to the hesitant. Power yields only to those willing to risk everything to seize it. But beware, recklessness is not courage. The fool leaps into fire and burns. The genius steps through flames and emerges crowned. Boldness must be calculated, sharpened like a blade. Act too late, and opportunity vanishes. Act too soon, and you invite ruin. The secret is timing, knowing when to wait and when to strike like thunder. Think of history's conquerors. Alexander did not hesitate when the world lay before him. Caesar crossed the Rubicon, knowing it would either crown him or kill him. Napoleon seized chaos, and molded it into empire. Each of them gambled, each of them risked, and for a time, each of them ruled the world. Ask yourself, what are you willing to risk? What chains of safety hold you down? Because those chains, if never broken, will one day become your coffin. The seventh lesson: never outshine the master. If you rise beneath a ruler, never let him feel overshadowed. If you climb within a hierarchy, never let your ambition shine too brightly. Envy is more dangerous than hatred. Hatred you can fight. Envy is a poison that seeps into hearts, silent, invisible, unstoppable. The wise man conceals his brilliance. He allows others to take credit, while his influence grows unseen. He lets his masters believe they are secure, even as he lays the groundwork for their replacement. And when the time comes, the fall of his master seems natural, inevitable, almost merciful. Do not mistake this for weakness. Concealment is not submission. It is patience. A dagger hidden in shadows is more lethal than a sword brandished in sunlight. Now the eighth lesson: learn to be both fox and lion. Strength alone is never enough. Cunning alone is never enough. To rule, you must be both: the lion to frighten wolves, the fox to avoid traps. Too much strength makes you predictable. Too much cunning makes you distrusted. Together, they make you invincible. Think of it this way: when force fails, deceit triumphs. When deceit fails, force crushes. Alternate between the two, and you become an enigma, impossible to predict, impossible to resist. Machiavelli taught, a prince must imitate both the lion and the fox, for the lion cannot protect himself from traps, and the fox cannot defend himself from wolves. That is the eternal formula. Memorize it, live by it. The ninth lesson: do not build your house on the sand of love. Love is fickle. Love is fragile. Love changes with the wind. Men will swear loyalty in times of prosperity, but abandon you when the storm arrives. Fear, however, endures. Fear does not betray. Fear does not waver. Fear binds stronger than affection ever could. This does not mean cruelty for its own sake. It means control through awe. Let them love you if they wish, but let them fear you if they must. And when the two collide, let fear prevail. Now let us bring these lessons together. The world is not what it claims to be. It is not a place of fairness, justice, or mercy. It is a stage of illusions, where the actors with the strongest masks command the script. Truth is fragile. Morality is fragile. But appearances, they endure. The deceivers move unseen. The rulers stage their divinity. The weak cling to myths, while the strong carve their names into stone. And you, if you would ascend, you must step into this theater and play your part, not as a spectator, not as a victim, but as a master of the stage. The architects of confusion thrive on your blindness. They whisper lies, weave webs, and laugh as you stumble. But once you open your eyes, once you see the strings, you realize something profound. The world itself is a deception, and in a world of deception, those who command illusions are kings. So do not waste time chasing truth. Truth is a cage. Instead, forge appearances so sharp they cut through reality itself. Guard your secrets, manipulate their fears, divide their loyalties, and stage your image until it becomes legend. You are not here to be remembered as kind. You are here to be remembered as inevitable. The question is not whether you will rule. The question is whether you will dare. And remember this: the game does not end. The moment you grow complacent, the moment you believe yourself secure, the wheel turns. Fortune abandons you. Enemies rise, illusions crack, and the empire you built with blood and silence collapses into dust. So, never sleep, never soften, never lay down the sword or the mask, because power is not something you gain once. It is something you must seize again and again, every day, against every rival, against every illusion, against even yourself. And if you can do that, if you can walk this path without faltering, then you will not simply survive. You will dominate. You will shape reality itself. You will become the force others whisper about, in fear, in envy, in awe. So choose. The world will not wait for you. Either take the strings, or remain a puppet